Some killers are born angry, some are born cruel. But this story is about a boy who wanted silence. Silence from noise, silence from people, silence from a world he didn't understand. His name was Jeffrey Dahmer. And by the time the world finally heard him, 17 young men were already gone. This is not just a story of murder. This is the slow, terrifying story of how no one listened until it was too late. Jeffrey Lionel Dahmer was born on May 21, 1960 in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. He did not cry much. Doctors said he was healthy. Nothing looked wrong, but his parents would later remember something strange. Jeffrey didn't respond like other children. He didn't seek affection. He didn't play loudly. He preferred to sit alone and watch. His father, Lionel Dahmer, was a chemist. His mother, Joyce, struggled with depression and anxiety. Their house was never peaceful. Arguments, medication bottles, long silences after loud fights. And in that silence, Jeffrey began disappearing into himself. At around age 4, Jeffrey underwent hernia surgery. After that, his parents noticed a change. He became distant, emotionless, disconnected. While other kids played with toys, Jeffrey became fascinated by dead animals, roadkill, bones, organs. He would collect them, take them home, and quietly examine them, not to hurt them, but to understand them. What makes something alive? And what happens when it's not? No one stopped him. They laughed it off. Boys will be boys. By high school, Jeffrey was deeply alone. He was bullied. He didn't fit in. He discovered alcohol. Alcohol did something powerful to him. It made him feel less anxious, less lonely, more in control. By age 14, he was drinking regularly. Teachers noticed something was wrong. Classmates joked about him. No one intervened. And then graduation came. And with it, his first killing. In June 1978, just weeks after high school, Jeffrey picked up a hitchhiker named Stephen Hicks. Stephen was young, trusting, unaware. Inside Jeffrey's home, something snapped. He didn't want Stephen to leave. That desire, and to keep someone forever, was born that night. Stephen Hicks was killed. Jeffrey dismembered the body, buried the remains. And the most terrifying part? He felt relief. Not guilt, not fear. Relief. Jeffrey joined the U.S. Army. A fresh start, they said, but his drinking worsened. His behavior became erratic. In 1981, he was discharged. No treatment, no evaluation, just sent back into society. And the silence returned. Throughout the 1980s, Jeffrey Dahmer began killing again. He targeted young men, often from marginalized communities, often lured with promises of money or photos. Each killing followed a pattern. Alcohol control, silence. Some victims escaped and reported him. One boy, Konorak Synthesomphone, was found bleeding and confused. Police returned the boy to Dahmer. That decision sealed multiple deaths. The system failed. Again and again. On July 22, 1991, one man escaped. Police followed him back to Dahmer's apartment. Inside they found photographs, tools, evidence no one could ignore. This time, there was no silence. Jeffrey Dahmer was arrested. During interrogation, Jeffrey confessed, calmly, detailed, without emotion. He admitted to 17 murders. He did not blame demons. He did not claim insanity. He said, "I did what I did because I wanted control, and I was afraid of being alone." In 1992, Dahmer was sentenced to 15 consecutive life terms. The world called him a monster. He accepted it. On November 28, 1994, inside prison, Jeffrey Dahmer was beaten to death by another inmate. No final words, no redemption, just silence. The silence he always wanted. Jeffrey Dahmer wasn't born a killer. He became one because every warning sign was ignored. This story isn't just about him. It's about what happens when society looks away, because evil doesn't always scream. Sometimes it waits quietly to be noticed.